So media play vital role in making English the global language. And especially these days, any consideration of politics leads inevitably to a consideration of the role of media. So nowadays, it can be called that it is not a time age of science. It is not an age of technology. It is an age of media, you can say. So media has a very tremendous effect on making English a global language. How? Uh, Here, author of a novel claimed that media is the guarantor of the political achievement. How? A politician will be a politician when some of his action will be presented in media. And media, of course, covers print media, electronic media, that will come in discussion, but is a whole body, that is the media, can play a vital role for uplifting someone's position. Either it may be a politician, either it may be a novel, either it may be a art, anything. If such kind of creation get tasked to print, electronic, or other medias, even the social medias as well now at present, that the establishment has been granted. So in that case, English language has sustained its position as a global language for the contribution of media. Let's see. Henry Banton, the governor's aide, reflects ruefully on the way the election campaign was going wrong. The Sunday morning papers helped Frederick Peter being endorsed by the government of Pennsylvania and the most of the state's congregational delegation. So these are the incidents that came in media. And there had been days, months, and when I could soar and dive on the hint of the nose in the one paragraph item buried in the Washington Post and had been in my life. So I read as a civilian. So uh, actually, a civilian, a common people, he claimed. Previously, we have got the idea of a novelist, unknown novelist. Here, a civilian, he said that yes, sometimes I might pass several days, even a month, for reading a paragraph of Washington Post. So he has been researched on a paragraph that was published in Washington Post, and it is a media, it's a print media. But the campaign was over for me now. In the novel, the media are the center of everyone's life. The press, the radio, advertising, and especially television. Even the hint of a nuance can make a difference. So even everyone's life has been entangled with media. Whenever you going out of your for your office at the uh, at your dining table, a television set is there. So you will go to your office watching the morning news, and you will going to buy your private vehicle or in your uh, uh, public vehicle. There you are surfing on social media. When you reach there in your office, you may pass some time with other print media. That means the newspapers that is on your table. And again, when you will return back in your home, in your tea table, at the afternoon breakfast, you will see the television. So everyone's life is uh, entangled with media. And in that case, first thing first, that is the media, the print media, that is the press. The English language has been an important medium of the press for nearly 400 years. Early in the first decade of the 17th century, several European countries were publishing rudimentary newspaper, but censorship, taxation, wars, and other constraints allowed little growth. So it was back in 17th century, the many companies established their newspaper, but for the cause of taxation and other laws, their development was few. Progress was much greater in Britain. Okay, so we have come in the discussion that media, we have been circled by media. And in that case, in the 17th century, Britain, that means English speaking countries. Our concern is English as a global language, how English language came in this shape of 20th century through the process of media. And in the press media, in other countries could not develop well for the cause of taxation. But in Britain, English language print media, that means the newspaper, was flourished a lot because they had limited censorship. And that is, the weekly news began to appear in 1622 and the London Gazette in 1666. So that was the early, and the Lloyd's News in 1696, providing general news as well as the information about shipping. So that was back in nearly 400 years that the uh, press started its journey. We have understood well that is the other had also newspaper in the European countries, but they couldn't develop well for the cause of taxation and some other cases, and especially for the censorship. এটা লেখা যাবে না, ওটা লেখা যাবে না. But in case of the Britain, they had less censorship, and also for the less censorship, they flourish the newspaper, that is the London Gazette, and also the Lloyd's News. American developments beginning somewhat later in these cases of newspaper. That is newsletter 1704, the New York Gazette 1705, and the New York City Daily Advertiser 1785. They established their newspaper. And the beginning of the 18th century in Britain saw the full fall of Trailer, the Spectator, while the end brought the arrival of the Times 1778 and the Observer 1791. So what we have understood? We have understood that the press, that means the newspaper, that developed their history in Europe, but for the cause of several allegations, censorship, the other country couldn't develop well, but England developed well, and as well as next time USA developed in case of the press media. And we know that England and USA, of course, they published in newspaper in English language, and in this way, English became a cheap language of print media. It also saw the development of a truly independent press, chiefly fostered in the USA, where there were some 400 daily newspapers by 1850. So in USA, in 1850, 400 newspapers, but nearly 2,000 by the turn of the century. So towards the end of the 19th century, the number of newspapers published in USA is 2,000. Of course, it needs no telling that all were published in English language. Massive circulation were achieved by such paper as the New York Herald, 1833, and the New York Tribune, 1841. By the end of in Britain, taxation restricted the growth of press in the first half of the century, but the Times continued to grow in stature throughout the period, and the abolition of the stamp tax in 1853 promoted a flood of publication, and by the end of the century, popular journalism in the form of the Daily Mail 1896 brought Britain into the line of America. So America developed newspaper late, but next time they flourished more quickly. But England also in 1896 they flourished as USA flourished in the field of newspaper, then means the print media. So this is the scenario of English newspapers. Another thing, in the mid-19th century saw the growth of major news agencies. Now, when the newspaper was published, we see some news agencies, they published news, especially following the invention of the telegraph. They were known as the wire services. So telegraph was the wire services. So at that time, they established some news agencies also developed. And Paul Julius Reuter started an office in Aachen, but soon moved to London in 1851. He launched the agency which now bears his name, Reuters. You see, and that was established in 1851 in London. In 1870, Reuters had acquired more territorial news monopolies than any of its continental competitions. And again, the London-based telegraph company Reuters, they became the monopoly. That means they had the whole significance and whole dominance in the telegraph communication through the telegraph, through the wire. That was happened in 1870 by Reuters from England, London. And with the emergence in 1856, the New York Associated Press, which later developed into the Associated Press, the majority of the information being transmitted along the telegraph wires into the world was in English. So what was previously we said that in towards the first half of the 20th century, money talks. But what was the language of money? We said that that was English. Here, for the publication of Reuters and for the Associated Press of America, telegraph talks, but the language used in telegraph, that is in English. So again, English has become the global language. So newspapers are solely international media. They play an important role in identity of a local community. Most newspapers are for home circulation and are published in the home languages. It is therefore impossible to gain an impression of the power of English from the bare statistics of newspaper production and circulation. Okay, so here newspaper has been published in homely. We have said that 2000 newspaper was published at the end of the 18th century, 19th century in USA, but that was all were circulated in USA. So there might be a logic, an analogy that 2000 papers or 2000 or 2 lakh newspaper might be published in USA, but that was published in USA. So that will not clarify the position of English as a global language. So how you can how we can refute this logic? Encyclopedia Britannica compiled in 2002 about that 57% of the world's newspaper were being published in those countries, that is the English. So in that case, the scenario, that means in at the end of 2002, how many newspapers are being published in the world? Among them, 57% published in English. As for an example in Bangladesh, apart from the Bengali newspaper, we see some English newspaper. In this way, all over the world, 75% of published newspaper are English newspaper. So that logic might accept that English has become a global languages. But the circulation, in case of a circulation, in case of Bangladesh, Pratham Alo, you see that Pratham Alo has the largest circulation. Here we see that top 6 paper worldwide circulation, that is all are English-based newspaper. That is the New York Times, followed by the Washington Post, the Wall Street Journal, the 2 British papers, the Times and the Sunday Times. So they are again the English language newspaper intended to global leadership, such as International Herald Tribune. They have their global leaders. US Weekly, the International Guardian. So these are the newspapers. They have the top circulation, and these are the newspapers. They are internationally circulated. They are read by the international community. So in that case, that issue might take it granted that English has become the global language, and press has played a very vital role in making English a global language. And a similar story, such kind of story might be true in case of the periodicals, magazines, pamphlet, digest, and the other ephemera. So in case of other scientific journal, the scenario is like that. That is the uh, English language is used. Okay, so the total refers to all kinds of publication, of course, literary reviews, hobby journals, comic fancies, fun groups magazines, pornographic literature, technical reviews, scholarly journals, and much more. So in that all these cases,